Hi everybody, Melissa here, and today's practice is called Rage Against the Rage. And so this is a quick practice because obviously, usually when we're feeling ragey, we don't want to be in that state for a very long time. And so the idea around this practice is we are going to move the heat that we're feeling internally, that kind of heat of rage, out externally through our body. And so we're also going to detox the body because we know when we're feeling ragey, that is stress hormones being pushed out of our body. And so in order to help detox those stress hormones and keep them from hanging around too long, we'll be doing some detoxing with this practice. Okay, so very first thing is you are going to need your strap. And so go ahead and grab your strap and we'll come to stand. Now, you can just kind of hold your strap in your hands, but just start by shaking it all off. If you want to, you can drop your strap on the floor, but literally just shake your body. We need to try to move a little of this energy out, letting yourself just kind of let it go. We don't need to hold on to that. Remember, we're trying to let it all out. All right, and so then when you do feel ready and you've shaken and warmed yourself up a little bit, we're going to grab our strap and we're going to hold it between our hands. And so taking it against the palm of your hands, it doesn't matter how much of your strap you have, we're going to take it about hip width distance apart or shoulder width distance apart. So you can kind of check that for yourself. And now we're going to take all of our rage out on this strap. So imagine as though you could just rip this thing in half, if we could just kind of tear it. So inhale and hold your arms out away from you. And then as you exhale, try to pull your hands apart, sending all that energy out through your strap. Push down into your feet, stand tall through the crown of your head, feel your shoulders firm behind your heart. And again, try to rip the hell out of that strap. Keeping your breath flowing. Imagine as though you could rip it in half, pulling your hands apart. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, soften your elbows, let your hands down. You can drop your strap again, just shake it out. And so again, noticing the heat that you're building, feeling that strength moving out through your hands. Let's go ahead and do it again. Once you've shaken it off enough, you can keep shaking if you need to. We'll grab our strap. We're going to make sure that our hands are about hip width or shoulder width distance apart, that our feet are maybe a little wider than our hips here. We want to stand really solid and rooted down into the ground. Inhale and extend your arms forward. Exhale and try to break your strap. See if you can do it with an intensity that doesn't require the muscles of your face. So soften your face and then really pull your strap apart. You can put a little micro bend in your elbows if the joint's not happy with your arms straight. Keep trying to rip the strap. Keep breathing. Let's do 2 more breaths. Try to rip this thing off. 1 more breath. Exhale, release your arms, slowly lower them down. You can drop your strap, shake it out. Let it go, whatever was pissing you off, whatever was annoying you or overstimulating you, let it go. We're gonna do one last strap rip. I can promise you, even if this doesn't feel that hard tomorrow, you may be sore, so try to rip the strap, but don't hurt yourself. And so again, standing with your feet stable underneath you, spread your toes nice and wide, push down into the floor, inhale, move the strap forward, shoulder width distance apart, try to rip it in half. Maybe taking your vision directly to the strap and imagining anything that's agitating you or annoying you there and seeing it just dissipate as your strength moves out through your arms. Squeeze your glutes. Let's take 2 more breaths. 1 more. Exhale, soften it down, release your elbows. You can move your strap right out of the way. And go ahead and roll your arms a little bit. Roll your shoulders, roll your neck. Take any movements your body may be asking for at this time. And then when you feel comfortable, we're going to come down to sit just for a moment here. So go ahead and grab your blanket, a pillow, something to set against on the wall if you want to move against the wall. And we'll sit just for a moment here. We won't be here for a super long time. But you can probably feel that your heart rate is increasing a little bit, your temperature is increasing from the inside out. So we're going to keep going with that. And we're going to practice a breathing practice called breath of fire. And so now if you do have any blood pressure issues, I would encourage you to skip this one and to do our equal length breath. So an equal length inhale and an equal length exhale to help bring your body more to neutral. If you do not have any blood pressure issues, you may want to try our breath of fire. And so sitting nice and tall here, you can place your hands on your thighs, and we want to think as though we're pumping our stomach, pulling in right from the line of where our diaphragm connects to the front of the ribs, so almost right at the solar plexus there. So if you place your hand in this area, pull in briefly, feel it contract, and that is how we're going to push our exhale out. So we're only going to try to do about 10 rounds. Feel free to do more if that feels like it's serving you. But I want you to be introduced to this breath so that you have it in your toolkit. And so sitting nice and tall, again, we're going to pump this area just rapidly, pulling the or using it as the exhale. And so we won't have to breathe in. The inhale breath will happen on its own. Excuse me. All right, so sitting nice and tall, let's take a full breath in. And then we'll pump to let the exhale out. All right, that's 10 rounds. Let's take another big full breath in and out. Noticing the heat in your body. We'll do our fire breathing for another round. Again, if you have any precautions that would prevent you from wanting to get too heated during this practice, go ahead and match the length of your inhale, the length of your exhale, maybe breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 4. And if you are having trouble trying to get that pump, again, think about this front part of your body. Your upper abs are going to rapidly pull towards the small of your back, and you'll feel how the diaphragm pushes the air up and out. Let's try it one more round. Sitting nice and tall. Let's take a full breath in. Let's take another full breath in and out. All right, so noticing how you're feeling, maybe you are feeling a little bit more stabilized now. You can continue to breathe equally if you've been breathing equally. We're going to stand up now, taking your time to get there. You can move your props out of the way for now. I would encourage you to place a block in front of your mat. And so now we'll take our feet a little wider than hip width distance apart. So about 2 feet, 2.5 feet apart. And we're going to bend down into our knees, coming into horse stance. And so this is a move from Qigong. You've probably seen it in other practices. We want to keep our pelvis in neutral and nice and stable here with our knees bent fairly deep. Our weight is evenly distributed across our feet, and we're going to stay strong through our core. And now inhale, arms go up. Exhale, let's call our power down towards our center. Inhale, extend your arms up. Exhale, call it down towards your center. Inhale, arms extend up. Exhale, pull it down. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale, pull it down. Last one. Inhale. Arms stretch out, palms open up. Exhale, hands in a fist, draw it in. Inhale, straighten your arms, straighten your legs, reach up overhead. And then we're going to exhale, fold straight forward from the crease in your hips. Bend your knees again, and you can take your hands down to your blocks. Let your head relax and hang, crown of the head pointing towards the floor. And then let's just go ahead and bend side to side, kind of sweeping our weight from foot to foot, stretching through the inner thigh and groin. Coming back to center here, go ahead and inhale, lifting up halfway. Fingertips can be on the floor or on your shins. Weight is leaned forward towards your toes so you're not hyperextending through the backs of the knees. Exhale again, and let's take our right hand to our block. Block can be in tower height, in the space between our feet, slightly in front of it. And so now bending into the knees a little bit here. Push into your right hand, inhale and sweep your left hand up towards the ceiling. Press down into your right hand as you reach up through your left fingertips. If you would like, maybe wrap the left arm back behind you, almost as though you could place it in the pocket of your right thigh. Turning to look over your left shoulder. Breathing deeply. Take another full breath in. Exhale and slowly lower your left hand back down to the block. Switching now, pressing firm into the left hand. Inhale and sweep the right arm up towards the ceiling, pushing down as you reach up. Maybe your right arm tucks back behind you into your pocket or extends straight up towards the ceiling. Maybe you're looking over that right shoulder. One more big breath in. Use your next exhale. Slowly take both hands down towards the floor. Now bending deep into your knees. Find your glutes here. Squeeze your buns. Inhale, and we're going to take our arms back up into our horse stance. And then exhale, pull your elbows in towards your side. We're going to punch straight forward, taking a breath in. Exhale, right hand punches forward. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, left hand punches forward. Inhale, pull the left arm in. Keep going. Exhale, right hand forward. One more full round. Inhale, straighten your arms, straighten your legs, reach up overhead. Exhale, let's fold forward once again here. Finding your wide-legged forward fold. Shift your weight towards the front of your foot. Soften your knees if you need to. Let your head hang heavy. You can move a little if you like. Sway and shake it out. Okay, when you're ready, bend your knees as much as you need to bring your hands to the floor, and we'll slowly take our knees down to the earth. From here, we're going to come down over onto our back. You can use your blanket as a pillow. We're going to take our arms and tuck our shoulders underneath our heart, and then open our arms beside us here like we were calling a touchdown. Resting our back body on the earth, keeping the back of the neck long. Go ahead and inhale and pull your knees in towards your chest. Oops, sorry, I forgot. You can take your block here, and we'll take our block between our upper inner thighs. This is going to be a cue to our body to act as though our legs are one. So we want to move with one leg, one lower body, and stay nice and strong here. So pulling your belly towards your spine, take a breath in. And then exhale and slowly take your knees over towards the long edge of your mat on the left, but don't let them come all the way to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take both knees over towards the right, but don't let them come to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take your legs over towards the left. Don't let them touch the floor. This is our stomach churning pose. Again, for detoxing, moving the heat out of our body, taking any internal heat and making it external heat. So if you're feeling yourself warming up, that's a good sign. We're doing the work. Moving nice and slow. If you feel as though this is aggravating the small of your back, maybe take your feet back to the floor and pull your pelvis away from your shoulders. Keep your arms glued to the earth. Your upper body is your anchor. Just the lower body is turning. As you do this, you may start to feel your stomach actually churn. Your digestion will be activated. If you need to stop for a moment, go ahead and stop. If you're still feeling good, go ahead and keep going. If you want to turn it up a level, go ahead and take your legs and extend them. You can push through the heels. Keep your block engaged in the space between your upper legs. And then you can take your legs off as far as you can to one side. I can't go very far personally. And then to the other. You'll really feel your side body working here. And so it only is possible for me with my legs bent. Wherever you are, let's just do one more full round. Exhaling to release your feet back down to the floor. You can take the block out from between your thighs. And now extending out to your full height, or your full length here rather, go ahead and open your body up into a bit of a starfish shape to just be heavy on the floor. Take a moment to move your awareness through your body, noticing where there may be new warmth, new awareness. Notice if your attitude at the beginning of the practice has shifted any, and if you are able to relax and allow yourself to be here. I would encourage you to rest here, allowing yourself to breathe fully and deeply, maybe matching the length of your inhale with the length of your exhale, until you feel your heart rate return to normal. When you feel ready, you can slowly bend your knees and roll over to the side of your choice, pressing into your top hand to come to a seated position. Feeling grateful for the time that you made to process the excess energy that you were experiencing. Knowing that you have tools and skills so that you can be proactive rather than reactive in moments of stress. As always, I am sending my deep, deep love to you. Thank you for joining me today. We can acknowledge one another with Namaste. Thank you.